A new report recommends that Georgia improve its driver education programs.
That report from the Georgia Department of Audits and Accounts points out multiple areas that could use improvement in Georgia's system that authors say could improve teen driving safety. This graph you're about to see here from the report shows the number of young drivers involved in fatal crashes each year between 2012 and 2022.
Georgia on the left saw a much larger increase in the national statistics on the right. The number of drivers between 15 and 17 involved in fatal crashes in Georgia increased 56% in that 10-year period.
The report makes several recommendations, including updating the curriculum used in driver's ed. It says that many portions of the current curriculum are not up to date with the latest technology on the roads.
News Channel 9's Ja'Kai Spikes talked to road safety instructors in Georgia to hear their thoughts on these recommendations. Ja'Kai.
In blue, you can see the recommended national standards for driver's ed. On this side is classroom hours, and on this side is supervised driving hours. In orange is what Georgia requires. Today, we looked at the programs in our area to see what they are teaching young drivers on our roads. Students in Georgia have several options when it comes to driver ed courses. Several high schools like Dalton and Gordon Lee offer the class. So does Georgia Northwestern Technical College. But a new audit from the state says that some of the curriculum used is more than 12 years old and, quote, has not been updated since to reflect changes in the driving environment. We asked Patty Hart, Director of Economic Development from Georgia Northwestern Technical College, about the audit findings.
So all of our curriculum does come from AAA, so we keep it updated as they update their curriculum.
Hart says they get most of their curriculum from AAA. The audit says they want the Department of Driver Services to come up with conformity for the standards for the state's driving programs. That's so all students are learning the same regardless of where they attend. But Hart says the biggest issue facing teens is distraction.
Well, I don't know if you mean I mean, to me, the biggest change is driving with your cell phone and navigating and using it or eating, all those things that we have now that distract us.
DDS responded to the audit findings saying that they just disagree and that their standards mostly align with the American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrators, which they consider the unbiased leading authority on driver safety. The course includes 30 hours of classroom instruction and 6 hours behind the wheel training. Teens can take the class in person or online.
We only do 6 hours with them behind the wheel, so it really depends on how comfortable the student is.
Because not passing the course isn't an option.
They have to make a minimum of 70% on each of those areas. And with this, basically a 30-hour course in classroom, and it has to be in person.
The audit says the Department of Driver Services does not oversee the programs offered at the state's technical colleges. I asked on my News Channel 9 Facebook page if parents think the Georgia standards are outdated. 35% agreed and 65% said no.
Ja'Kai, thank you. Coming up on News Channel 9 at 6 with the most recent state audit about the Tennessee driver's ed program found. We appreciate you making News Channel 9 your trusted source for local news. For more updates on this and other breaking news stories, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.